Okay, what we're going to look at now is the intersection points of graphs of functions. And what I mean by intersection point is where the two lines intersect or where they cross each other. So that's that point right here in the middle. Okay, now we're going to call that point S. Usually our textbook uses S as the point, so let's stick with that to keep it clear. All right, so when we're looking to find the intersection points, we want to know what the coordinate is of this point S. On our graph, we have here two functions. Our functions are y equals minus x plus 5 and y equals half x plus 2. Okay, now guys, the first thing we know about this point here, this point S, okay, is we know that at that point, both of the lines pass through it. Okay, so both lines pass through S. What that means is at that point, those two lines will have the same x value and the same y value. Now, if those y values are equal, that means this here, this y here, is the same as this y here at that point. Okay? If they're both the same, that means they're equal to each other, which means the other half of both equations, so this side over here, is also equal to each other. So the two y's are equal, therefore the right side is also equal. So therefore what we can do if we're trying to find the intersection points of these two graphs is just make those blue parts equal to each other. So what we have here is that minus x plus 5 is equal to half x plus 2. Okay? Now all we need to do is solve this to find x. Now you guys know that what I like to do when I get an equation like this is firstly try and get rid of that half. We want the 2 to go away because it's making our equation messy. So in order to do that, we multiply everything by 2. And I'm going to put the times 2 on the right side here because I'm out of space. Okay, so 2 times negative x is negative 2x plus 2 times 5 is 10 is equal to 2 times a half is just 1, so we have x, and 2 times 2 is 4. All right. Now we can bring all the x's to one side. So what I'm going to do here is minus x. Okay, you could also bring them both to the right side, but we like to move them to the left. So minus 2x minus x is minus 3x plus 10 is equal to 4. We want the 10 to go away, so we're going to minus 10 from both sides. So we have minus 3x is equal to 4 minus 10 gives us minus 6. All right, we now need to divide by minus 3, and we get x is equal to 2. All right, so this is found as our x. Now, obviously on this graph, you were able to see this, okay, but normally that's not always going to be the case. All right, so x is 2. All right, we're not finished because we said we wanted to find the coordinate of a point, and a coordinate is made up of an x and a y. So what we now need to do is we need to substitute this x back into one of these formulas. Okay, you don't need to substitute it into both of them, just one. And my preference is usually to go for the simplest of the two formulas, in which case this would be the first one, y equals negative x plus 5. Okay, because again, it's easier than working with a fraction usually. Okay, so we're going to have y equals minus x plus 5, x is 2, so y equals minus 2 plus 5, which is equal to 3. All right, so that means the coordinate of S is x was 2, so 2, 3. And again, for this one, we could read this off the graph, all right, but we really want you guys to get used to actually solving it and finding what this coordinate is. Okay, you should be doing this algebraically, using algebra. So to summarize, when you have two formulas and you want to find the intersection point, if they're both written as y equals something, then make the y's equal to each other. So make the y's equal, solve for x, so find the value of x, and then substitute x into a formula. Ooh, helps if I can spell. To find y. And then the final step is write as a coordinate. Okay, good luck.